Hello. I am Heather. I'm a Claire coach, and I am here to give you your energy reading for today. This reading is good for whenever you find it. I tapped into the energy of the Leos who are going to specifically be watching this video, and it is for any period of time. Psychic timing is kind of, whenever you find this is when it's meant to be. Your oracle card, we'll go ahead and start off with that, is the roots of abundance. And what that means is that you have already been cultivating these roots of abundance and you're on your way to receiving them. So when you have worked as hard as you have to do the things that you have done, it's like these roots are not thin, right? On this photo, they're not shallow, they are thick, and they are holding up a massive tree trunk that reaches all the way up to the sky. And dreams are coming in, and you're not starting from ground zero. So Spirit really wants me to highlight that things are working out for you, even if it doesn't feel that way. And we are going to go ahead and tap into that energy and see exactly what Spirit has for you today. So go ahead and take a deep breath and relax your shoulders. That helps me tap into your energy a little bit more. As always, if you're interested in learning tarot, I teach intuitive development. So I have a free gift. It's a free tarot guide with a tutorial. And tarot is really great to get the energy, but it's also really powerful for manifesting. So that's what we talk about, is how to develop your own intuition using tarot. So let's go ahead and get started. I see you in a really meditative space, and a lot of things have ended. Eclipse season might have hit you real rough, real tough. And that makes a lot of sense. So you have the Seven of Wands and the Death card, and you also have the Queen of Cups. And that Queen of Cups is just, you are the master of your own energy and also other people's energy, right? It's like you've really learned what you will accept and what you won't accept from other people. And you know how to do it in a way that you're proud of. So that means things have been ending for sure. And probably major things recently. It could have been relationships and work. It could have been long-time friendships. It could have been things that needed to end. And maybe you didn't want them to end, but intuitively you knew that they were gonna, right? You knew that they weren't necessarily exactly what you wanted in this life. And so they ended. And it kind of just puts you in this place where Seven of Wands, you're really contemplative. You're really thinking before you move. You're really in a mindful space where you're trying to kind of get your bearings and move forward, but in this definite queen energy, where you're balanced, you're aware, you've learned your lessons, and you know that good is coming to you because there's no other option anymore. You're not playing around. It's like you're not going to allow in things that are not serving you right now, because this death, while it was okay and it didn't take you out and it was probably going to happen and probably inevitable, I think it hurt. I'm getting a lot of discomfort. I'm getting a lot of pain around that. Makes sense with this Scorpio season, eclipse season we just went through. Also before that, there was like a bunch of planets, 6 planets in retrograde for a while there. So Three of Swords, right? So you can see the pain in this card, the pain of the person. And I think you've had to rely on others more than you are comfortable with, because I know Leos are very independent. They like to do things their own way, and they love people, but they don't necessarily like to rely on people. Leos are very generous. So they feel comfortable giving, but they don't necessarily feel comfortable receiving. And it means that you have had to, learn how to receive and learn how to open up to help, essentially. All right, so now I got Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and Eight of Cups. So the Page of Wands, okay, so the Page of Wands is a message coming in for you, and it might have already happened. Because I'm still kind of getting this past tense energy where somebody in a very direct way communicated their desires, that they wanted love with you, that was like a real legit commitment, or maybe they wanted you for a specific job that at the end of the day, I'm getting you did not want, and you kind of left that behind. This is the Eight of Cups, and you left that job, you left that relationship, even though they might have asked you for a second chance, or you might have been like going for a promotion and you were like, no, thank you. You're like, I'm actually in the process of, focusing on my own intuition and things that I want. And so you're kind of leaving a lot of things in the past, right? So that's your past energy. Let's tap into where this is headed, because it's just no secret that there was a lot of pain and a lot of endings that happened, right? And I know that ultimately this is part of the roots of abundance. For whatever reason you went through those lessons, you are now operating from a place of experience, and you're not operating from a place of pain or bitterness, is what I want to say. Okay. Yeah, this is good news. Woo! Okay. This makes my heart happy. I just had like a warmth rush over me. So I drew the Lovers, right? That was the initial card. And sometimes this card means choices, and sometimes it just means your counterpart. It just means that it's time for the love that you've dreamed of your whole life. And especially when it is with cards like the Eight of Wands, which is passion coming in, and fiery passion, and then the Queen of Pentacles, which is also a very grounded type of passion, the kind that lasts. The Queen of Pentacles she creates from the root up. She creates those roots of abundance. She does not cut corners. She does not do things so quickly that they aren't stable. This is a lot of stability coming in for Leo. And let's see if we can get some specifics on what this might look like. Let me tap into these cards a little bit, because I read the meanings of the cards, but I also read intuitively. So I'm getting, for some of you, you might be visiting a crystal shop soon, or a place where they might even sell tarot cards, or some type of metaphysical store. And it's like they want you to go on a treasure hunt, if that's you, where they want you to kind of feel things out, and they want you to get into that feeling of love, of what it feels like when you love and are loved, and how it's cozy, and how you just want to attack somebody. As Leos, it's kind of like the way we show love is just like, let me attack you with everything I am, and then in a good way, in a nice way, in a loving way. And yeah, just go into that place that's very spiritually focused. It could be like a place that does services that are spiritual. I'm getting you going to a place where there's spiritual services, and I want you to embody that feeling of, I have the best career of my life. I have the best relationship of my life, and just like literally play pretend, play imagination, but use those words. King of Swords. Use the words that you would use if you had your best career and your best relationship. And I'm getting that that's going to kind of help set your future up. So this is my Four of Wands card. It's kind of about looking to the future. And actually, I'm getting a little bit of a nudge to pull from this tarot deck as well. So this is the Golden Tarot deck, and they want me to pull something out to clarify that Four of Wands. All right, so we're in the place. We're in the spiritual place. It could even be like a church or a gathering. We're embodying our highest and best selves. We're playing pretend. We're using those words. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. There's something we're going to say no to. So this is a little treasure hunt. This is a little experiment from the universe. If you do this, or if you find yourself in this experience, you got to come back and let me know, because this is really specific. They want you to say no to something. And they want you to see, because I got the Five of Swords, and that's what this is telling me. It's like this little experiment. They want you to see what happens when you say no to something that's not for you. Now, I don't think this is going to be this momentous thing. I think it's just going to be like somebody saying, do you want this? And you're just going to say no, period. No, period. Or you're going to run into somebody and they're going to say, hey, do you want to go to lunch? And you're going to say, no, I don't want to go to lunch. And you're going to see the power that your words have because, okay, so that's what they want to pull out here, because then I got the 9 of Cups, which is all your wishes and dreams fulfilled. What I'm getting is that you're not realizing it, but sometimes you're using words that are not helpful for where it is that you're going, and you don't realize how powerful you are. Um, the thing about Leos is they're the sun, right? So I'm not saying that they're more powerful than other people, but their power is very unique in that it attracts a lot of attention. It's this like great grand gesture, and it's not so subtle, right? So you are going to be using your words, King of Swords, in this little experiment, and you're going to see just what an impact it could possibly have. It could be something like this. You're in this place and somebody says, will you go to lunch with me? And you say, no, I have to go groom dogs for my new shop, or whatever it is that your dream, your 9 of Cups is the thing that your 9 of Cups, the thing that you're trying to call into your life. You just tell them, oh no, I'm going to go work on my business actually, so I'm not able to. And then they're going to be like, oh, your business. And it'll you'll see a display of power like you've never seen before. And it's going to really encourage you and give you these like next steps. So that, I love it when, the universe gives me a little exercise to share with people, because the universe is working with us and cooperating with us. But I think the point of that exercise is for you to realize that you might be unknowingly speaking against your dreams. And when you start speaking for your dreams, amazing things happen. It just takes a little bit of energy. I think with Leos, we think, okay, we know we're meant to be great. So we're like, okay, if I don't have 100 people going, then I'm going to cancel it, right? If I only have 2 people, then I'm going to cancel it because it's got to be 100 people, right? We know that we're meant for big things. But it's these little energies that build to the 100 people. So it's every thought you have of, okay, I had 2 people. That was fun. How can I get 3? And you just think about it. You just give a little bit of energy for 3, not to get 100, just to get 1 more. How do I get just 1 more? How do I take 1 more step toward what it is that I'm going to do? Is it sending an email? Is it applying for something? Is it just visiting a certain location so I get an energy feel of what it's like there? Think about things that way, where you're just building, you're growing from your roots. And you're doing it like the Queen of Pentacles. So it's a very grounded energy. It's not going to necessarily happen quickly. This feels very career oriented, by the way. So I do want to get some cards for love. But I am getting, so I pulled the Devil, the 7 of Cups, and the Strength. And this Devil card, I don't get a, I think that you can, okay, this is what's happening. Sometimes you are really focused on it. So you might have been frustrated when I said, imagine that you've got the job. Imagine, because you're in your head a lot. And it's almost like when you're not seeing it manifest in front of you, then you'll dream about it, right? You'll live there in your head, but it's not actually strength turning into this physical root of abundance, right? And that's the part that's frustrating you. It's like, you might be frustrated because it's like, okay, maybe I don't say the right words all the time, but I really have been putting my energy into this. But the thing is that you've been thinking about it a lot, but you haven't actually taken that inspired action. So once we align and we know what we want, we can't just keep it in our head. That's the devil. We cannot keep our dreams in our head. Like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I just got everything I wanted? No, we have to start putting a little bit of energy here and there and here and there. And the way you work, because, with Leos or lions. So your energy is like you push out all this energy and then you take a nap like all day. Like a lion or a lioness, she goes and she hunts the food for the pack, and then she brings it back and feeds everybody, and then she just sleeps for like 2 or 3 days. And she takes a big old break. And that's okay if that's your energy pattern. I think that you doing little things and then resting is going to build up to this really beautiful structure that you're creating. Okay, so as far as love goes, it feels like you've been a little overwhelmed in love. You've had good things happen recently. You've had those feelings of lovey-doveyness, but it's almost like they weren't rooted in the past. Yeah, I'm trying to tap into love. And so it's almost like the same principle needs to be applied to your love life. It's like, you know what kind of love you want. You've spent all the time thinking about what it is you want in love or your current relationship. And now it's about taking small steps toward that action. And when people tell me to take small steps toward that action, I don't like it. I'm a Leo too, and I don't like it when people tell me to take small steps. I'm like, I'm going to take big giant leaps because I'm really, really strong. I can handle it. I'm the strength card, right? Where are the sun? We can handle really tough things, but that doesn't mean we need to be handling really tough things, because it makes us tired and it wears us out. But you are on this path of, if you are single, you are on this path of traditional monogamous relationship is what I'm getting. So don't let go of that dream, because I'm getting this Knight of Wands energy, and I do believe that this is you coming in a really powerful place, in a place of strength, creating this path for yourself by giving it a little bit of energy. And I still see you being on your own. Like, I pulled the Hermit card, and that might mean that, a person coming through might be a Virgo, is a person you might be dealing with soon. But your journey is about to be beginning. I got an Ace of Pentacles. So this is a brand new start, and it's a grounded start. It's a very rewarding start, but okay, here's the message. I got it now. You are in a place where you are on your way to, that commitment that you've always wanted, or that next goal in your relationship, but you're not able to see it because you've been overwhelmed. 10 of Cups, you've been overwhelmed with love in the past. And it's like you've been birthing something, right? You've been trying to create this love life. You have the Magician card here. So you've definitely been hard at work creating this love life, but there's some pain there and there's some burnout. And so you're not seeing that you actually are taking these steps toward Ace of Wands, this fiery, passionate new beginning. You just got 2 aces just in a row. And you might say, like, no, I think I'm taking a break. I'm in a hermit mode, Heather. Like, I'm not even putting myself out there. You might not even be dating necessarily, or you might be dating casually. So you're like, how am I on my way to marriage? I'm not there. The way you treat the other people in your life who are in non-romantic roles is building your romantic relationship too. So I don't know if that's coming out in a way that makes sense, but so this whole theme of your reading is about putting a little bit of energy into something and seeing what comes out. You're putting your energy into your friendships, into your work relationships. Not a ton of energy, right? Just a little bit, and then we go take a nap for the rest of the day. Just a little bit here, just a little bit there, giving this, taking that, receiving this. They call you for help, you give it. You call them for help, you give it. And you have been attracting in this give and take reciprocal energy with your non-romantic relationships, which is the thing that is pushing you toward the Hierophant, which is, the card of marriage, the card of, like, society looks at this as traditional is traditional marriage. So I'm going to leave your reading at that for today, because I think we got a lot of insights in career and love, and I don't want to overburden. I think there's some real great action steps. I think there's some like restructuring of our mind that we've been able to pull out. And I really appreciate you sharing this energy with me today. So let me know what resonated, like and comment, and then also subscribe to my channel. I try to do messages every morning. And also feel free to check out that tarot guide if you're interested in how using tarot can help you manifest this career and this love that you've been calling in. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.